What's up, everybody? I'm Sydney Goodman, and welcome to IGN on the Six, IGN's premier Rainbow Six Siege show where we bring you access to everything Rainbow Six Siege. On today's show, we'll recap the Six Invitational with popular shoutcaster Parker Interro Mackay, and get a deep dive into the new season, Operation Void Edge, from Rainbow Six Siege Presentation Director Alexander Karpasis. We'll then try out the new operators, Yana and Oryx, during a 3v3 local IGN competition with special guest Chris Waters.
What?
If you haven't checked out the second CGI trailer further depicting Harry's new plan for the Tournament of Champions, make sure to do so by clicking the link down below in the description. You'll also be able to learn more about the Rainbow Six Siege universe and find cool Easter eggs such as a depiction of how the operators provide camera support when they've been eliminated. You can find all that and more by watching the new trailer. Alrighty, let's do this.
The new changes that are coming with Operation Void Edge, we're introducing two new operators. One's Yana from Netherlands, the other Oryx from Jordan. We're also revisiting Oregon, making some changes on that map. We're introducing some small changes to Legion and Twitch, and also bringing a new play section to the menu of Rainbow Six Siege. So with the two new operators, on the attacking side you have Yana from Netherlands. She uses her Gemini hologram as intel. She can also use it as a team play device where all your team can rally behind her drone and kind of flush out the defending team. On the other side, defending side, we have Oryx, who is the ultimate roamer. He can break through walls, he can climb up hatches, and be a huge nuisance for the attacking team. Yana's Gemini clone is essentially a drone on steroids. It looks like her, it sounds like her, you can vault over things and move around a map. The only thing you can't do is shoot and cause damage. So it's the ultimate intel gathering device. The other team can shoot it to destroy it, and while she's using it, she's exposed. So you have to work with your team in order to use her gadget. We think that these two new operators are going to shake up the meta a little bit. They're from wildly different walks of life, and so we hope players are going to love them. There are some changes coming to the Oregon map rework. This, of course, is fan favorite. It's pretty balanced, but it can be kind of stale when it comes to strategy. So what we wanted to do was be quite surgical in the changes we're making. Some of the big changes are big tower attaching to kitchen, so you have a lot more movement for defenders and attackers, and also introducing a new way to approach the basement through a new room called freezer. That way there's more ways to approach it, there's more movement for defenders moving around. So the purpose of making these surgical changes to Oregon was to make sure that the meta isn't stale, how you approach it as an attacker or as a defender. So there are new ways to approach objectives in the map. So we're tweaking the way Legion and Twitch work in Operation Void Edge. Legion was immensely powerful in the way that he gathered intel and also in the way that he could do damage to operators. So we're stopping the initial burst of damage that his goo mines provide, and we're also making sure that the icons won't be visible when he's out of line of sight. So that means that you have to know Twitch a little bit more and your map environment. For Twitch, what we're changing is the way you use her drone. Instead of being a fire and forget gadget, we want players to use her drone to move around a map to disable the defender's gadgets instead of dropping in, firing a couple of shots, and then jumping out. So we're lowering the damage that she does, and we're giving more ammunition that's on a recharge so that she can actually use her drones. So we're changing up how barricade behavior of debris reacts. We know this is a point of frustration. Sometimes when you break a window, the debris stays there in front of your face. So what we want to do is break down the debris so it's smaller, and when it falls, it eventually disappears so that you're guaranteed to know that you're looking through a broken window and the other team's looking through a broken window too.
Next up, we get a recap of the Six Invitational from the perspective of popular Rainbow Six Siege shoutcaster Parker Interro Mackay. The Six Invitational is the biggest event of the year for the Rainbow Six Pro League and pits the best teams from around the world to see who will be crowned World Champion 2020. Here's a unique insider look at the event featuring none other than Interro.
So the Six Invitational is the World Championship of Rainbow Six Siege. But it's more than just esports. It's where our community comes together to celebrate the game at the birthplace in Montreal. It's the World Championship. They're competing against the best teams in the world. They're fighting for the biggest prize pool of the year and of course bragging rights. We're growing bigger and bigger with the Six Invitational from year to year. When we had our first Six Invitational 4 years ago, we had 400 people on site enjoying the tournament. Today we have 4,500 people every single day at the venue, live here in Montreal, but we also have millions of people watching the tournament online. It shows really how far we've come with our program and how developed the esports program has become as well.
We just wrapped up our first 2 days here at the Six Invitational, and both Friday and Saturday were absolute barn burners. We only had 4 matches that were played, and well, unfortunately the first day wasn't as strong as we'd hoped it would be. BDS ended up crushing Fnatic in one of the most lopsided matches that we've ever seen on a main stage, and unfortunately that knocked all of Asia Pacific out of the tournament. Fnatic was the last hope coming from Australia and New Zealand, and well, they weren't good enough. And then in the other matchup, Ninjas in Pajamas ultimately was the better team, and they continued their run through the lower bracket. It was quite lopsided as well, though. Dark Zero just did not show up the way that we anticipated, and for a team that is usually as well put together as Dark Zero, they looked very scared. On the second day of these events, Saturday, we saw much closer matches. In fact, I would argue probably the 2 best matches so far of the tournament. Ninjas in Pajamas put on an absolute hell of a show against BDS, once again continuing on that storybook that they've been writing. BDS looked strong, but when their star player Shaiko fell off, unfortunately, there really wasn't all that much that they could do. Meanwhile, in the upper bracket, the 2 North American teams tussled for the spot in the grand finals in Space Station, despite trailing and looking like TSM had it in the bag, mounted a very impressive comeback. I can't wait to see TSM play NIP, because that's going to be a rematch from the group stages in which TSM won, but the rematches tend to favor the team that lost the first time. So that means we could end up with the Brazilian squad in the finals against SSG. Who knows? There's a lot of question marks. They'll be answered tomorrow, but what I can say is that our second day of matches here were significantly more enjoyable, and they really brought the heat the way that we expected these 4 teams to do. All right, well, we just wrapped up our very final day here at the Six Invitational, and we crowned Space Station Gaming as the champions in a pretty frantic fight, actually, between them and Ninjas in Pajamas. The Brazilian team's Cinderella story unfortunately ended here as they looked very strong in the opening couple maps, but ultimately ended up falling off. That best of 1 that we ended up having on bank going in favor of SSG. Both of these teams are absolute juggernauts in their region, and it was great to just see some good old-fashioned Rainbow Six. As you can hear from my voice, it was a pretty wild day, and I didn't leave anything on the table, and neither did they. North America gets the World Championship yet again. Brazil will need to wait till next year. But boy, what a show that was, and hopefully you enjoyed that last match as much as I did.
Now it's time for our IGN squad to try out Operation Void Edge and its 2 new operators in a 3v3 local competition. We'll be joined by Chris Waters himself to settle a grudge match set during episode 6 by Stella, Destin, and Jordan.
Oh my God, dude!
Let's see which team came out victorious this time around.
All right, let's do this, y'all.
Drone has located a bomb.
Oh my God, Jesus!
I caused him a little stress.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Here, want me to send the hologram? I'll send the hologram. Yep, stand by.
Return to AR.
You want to open that for me? Oh, there's someone there. There's someone in that window.
Last operator standing.
No, she came in.
Get him. Get
Right
him.
there to your left window.
Nice,
Window.
nice.
She's just peeking.
Jordan, this one that I'm looking at? Got her.
Nice.
Friendly
Stella's got those
I was looking for you.
angles down.
Sweater, save me. I love the traversal of him because I can like go through defenses faster.
Yeah.
It, like I don't get slowed down.
I got some shots.
Yeah, she's right in front of you. She's coming.
friendly last
Nice.
Alright, what?
Good read, Jordan.
Wow.
You didn't even pay
Jeez.
attention to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy.
Frick. Dang it. Gee dang it.
Gee, dang it.
Bang.
They're in the ball safe.
Oh, they're in the both corners there.
Nice. Good pickup.
One op 4 remaining.
Oh,
One friendly operator remaining.
Careful, careful.
No!
Nice! What?
Burn on, bro. Almost had him. Almost had him. GG.
Is this max point?
No, it's round one.
Might as well be.
Wow. And just run upstairs real quick and check. Yes, go now. Shoot.
Upstairs looks.
Yep, keep going.
Upstairs is clear.
All right,
Chris.
come back down. Okay, we got mirror in the corner. Got two mirrors. Got two people on me. Two people shooting me with their bullets. I don't like it.
If you move to the left. If you move to the left. Got one.
Got me.
I can't. I'm pinned.
4 last operator standing. Stay behind. Cover the diffuser. One op 4 remaining. Bomb diffusion initiated.
Right there.
Yeah, there he is. Push. Yep.
Oh, switched!
Nice.
Ooh, let's see if he can nail the defuse. I don't know. Does he have the finger strength to hold it down, folks? Can he hold it down long enough? He's gonna let go. Oh, it slipped. He's not gonna. Oh, no.
You're
Pressing
lucky I
that
didn't
F key,
switch my
baby.
freaking secondary fast enough.
Today, Junior.
Nice.
Cover the diffuser.
Andres, if you went through that door and go to your right, somebody.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
me.
it's there.
He's there.
Watch behind you now.
I'm gonna get Sid.
Friendly last operator standing.
I'm gonna use a drone.
15 seconds left.
Where was it?
In that same corner. In
Keep
that.
it up.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Good
Way to
job.
go.
Good job. Way to pick that up.
That was a good try.
Teamwork. We're getting high fives.
I think that's good. What happens when you kill all three? What's that called again?
What I did last round, that's what it's called.
Did you get an ace?
Yeah, I did. Wait, this is good. Just keep on wasting it. Oh, what?
Too
How many do you
easy,
guys
bro.
have eyes on?
You're in that mirror wash.
What? Upstairs.
Oopsie daisy. Oh, I'm down. Oh. I knew he was around, but I just got cocky.
Yep, I'm safe.
Oh my god.
Mission successful.
God, the amount of panic you had in your voice had me so worried.
Oh, I turned. I heard him late.
No.
Nice shot.
Oh my god.
What's up, mute?
Down to 15
Watch
seconds.
the plant. There you go, Sid.
10
We got
seconds left. Friendly last operator
Left,
standing.
hard left, hard left. Right in there.
5 seconds.
There's
One
one
op four
more.
remaining.
Grab that and plant. Grab that and plant. F.
Diffuser is now secured.
Did not get the plant down.
Nice.
Yeah. Strong D. Let's go. Yes.
He's here.
Ooh.
See him?
Two of them here. Yes.
Nice.
Sick got me. Where's the good angle?
Barks down.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's one straight towards A and one to the left.
No way.
Down. Just right around the corner here. I'm gonna push her. Right on top.
I don't know.
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, the W for Team Blue.
It was a flank.
Shield, man.
All right.
Alrighty, so we just finished up and we ended in a draw. They took one match, we took one match. So I guess we have to replay each other sometime soon and see who comes out on top. GG's, guys.
GG. All right.
Good job, Destiny.
A special thank you to Parker Interro, Mackay, and Chris Waters for stopping by our show and giving us their unique perspective into the world of Rainbow Six Siege. Don't forget to check out the second Tournament of Champions CGI trailer in the description down below, and we'll see you in the breaching lobbies next month when Operation Void Edge goes live. I'm Cindy Goodman, and thanks for watching IGN on the 6.